Could have gone either way on that call, but I reckon bowling first is the sensible call. Put the batters under early pressure and hopefully get the breakthrough.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. Henry to get us underway. Nice to see some pace first up. This new ball should give some movement early and make the batter's life difficult. Can't get that outside the ring field. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. No. Terrible shot. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that.
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Gill has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
5 runs added there. India are 5 for none.
First over gone and a respectable start by the batters.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the southern end. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Drilled that one away. Square cut, finds point, no run. Over, India are 7 for none.
Not such a productive second over. Bowlers reined them in nicely.
Henry from the Lockett end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Doesn't beat the infield. Perfectly timed. Beats the field with a great shot.
A textbook pull shot. Any youngsters watching, look at this. Power and control. Phenomenal shot.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Cuts that off well in the infield.
Well, that was just an awesome delivery. Whizzed past the batter, and the umpire says that's the first of 2.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg.
There was a gap there, and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Couldn't get it through the field. 9 runs added there. India, 24 for none. Was quick onto that in the infield. Thick edge. Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Finds the fielder with that shot. Square cut, finds point, no run. Big edge, where's that going? 8 runs added there. India, 32 for none. Fulks from the southern end. Straight to the fielder.
Gill watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Over, India, 34 for none. Needs to be on target. Smacks that away through the gap.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Henry finishes off a nice over there, but still nothing to show for it just yet. You feel a breakthrough is coming.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
Duffy, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the southern end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Perfectly timed. Two runs coming from that over. India are 44 for none. Jameson coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Oh, well, don't even bother running.
The timing on that shot was just perfect. Brilliant shot. It was a boundary the moment it hit the bat.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Square cut, finds point, no run.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Left alone and easily through to the keeper.
Thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Big edge. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. Duffy from the southern end.
Rohit watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Dug that out well. Brilliant diving stop. End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming. Whacked away.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Can't get that outside the ring field. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. Magical shot into the vacant fine leg position, and I do not think anyone's going to stop that.
Saw it early and went for it. Muscled it to the boundary rather than timed it.
Bracewell, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Nice solid defensive shot. Rohit waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary. Square cut, finds point, no run. Edged it. That's a confident appeal. Gone. Fine catch.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance, but has to head back to the pavilion.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Jameson from the Lockett end. Couldn't get it through the field.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though. Rohit watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Cuts that off well in the infield. The over ends and no change to the score. Some superb bowling. It's looking tough for the batters to find a way to get the ball away. Doesn't beat the infield. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Straight to the fielder. Perfectly timed.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Smacks that away through the gap. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Great shot, rode the ball up with him and cuts through point.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Kohli has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Big edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Incredible. What a grab. And gone. That's a fantastic catch.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. And this could be a huge swing of momentum.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Seven runs added in that over. India are 81 for 2. The right armour is coming into the attack from the southern end.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot. Dug that out well. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Bracewell has finished off it tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Jameson from the Lockett end. Was quick onto that in the infield.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Drilled that one away. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 3 off it. India a 90 for 2. Beats the field with a great shot.
Didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Bracewell has had a pretty good over, just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. The right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the Lockett end. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming off it. Both sides need to inject some life into this match. Bracewell from the southern end. Great shot through the gap. Square cut, finds point, no run. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Coley waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
That's the kind of shot you just stand and admire. Gets onto the back foot and rolls the wrists to keep the control and find the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Cuts that off well in the infield. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. Couldn't get it through the field. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
Shreyas was quick onto that one. cut it away, through the field and to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Time that perfectly.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
End of the over, a very good one. 15 runs coming from it. India are 122 for 2. Duffy from the Lockett end. Doesn't beat the infield. Onto that early, that could be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
Bracewell, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Kohli watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. 6 runs added in that over. India are 128 for 2. Got down and rolled the wrist beautifully.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
Square cut, finds point, no run. That's the end of the over. 1 run coming from it. India are 129 for 2. Fulks coming back into the attack, has done well so far. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Nice shot, but straight to gully. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Whacked away.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump. That'll force a mistake.
Still honing in on their lines.